Being productive in today's world can be a challenge. If you use a computer for work, you have so many potential distractions. Most of them don't feel like distractions, but they have a cumulative cognitive drag on us. Don't believe me? Try watching this entire video without checking that email or DM you just got. Most productivity vampires all have one thing in common: switching costs. Switching costs are the loss of cognitive momentum caused by switching from one task to another. Some people call it multitasking, and it's been proven to be bad for productivity. As a manager or leader, you can help reduce task switching and dramatically improve your team's productivity by implementing these 4 simple hacks. Number 1. Wage war on meetings. Meetings are a big productivity killer. You know this, and yet you just can't stop. Any meeting of more than 2 people should have its necessity questioned. Meetings make us feel good, and it's good to get everyone in the same room sometimes, and yes, sometimes it is necessary. At TeamGantt, we all work remotely, and we have 1 team meeting a month. Seriously. 1. Try these tips to reduce any impact a meeting might have on your team's productivity. Have meetings first thing in the morning, and keep them short. This way the meetings don't interrupt any work that anyone may be doing. You can also have them at the end of the day, but people might already be mentally commuting home at that point. Some say morning meetings are no good because people dread them and it's when they're most productive. But the types of meetings you should be having are the ones that require sharp problem solving and bringing minds together. The drab, update, and status meetings that work well in the afternoon could probably be done over email. Ask yourself if you could have this meeting asynchronously. Use a good team communication tool like TeamGantt. Daily stand-ups, status meetings, company announcements, and updates are all things that probably don't need everyone in the room at the same time. Number 2. Minimize real-time communication. It's not just big distractions like meetings that can cut into productivity. When you combine all the micro-interruptions, they add up to a lot of switching costs. This is one reason remote teams are more productive. But with the rise of tools like Slack, combined with the natural human response to want to respond to queries in real time, even remote teams are falling into this trap. Some of the most productive people say the only way they function and get everything done is through communicating asynchronously. Elon Musk says email is his favorite communication method for exactly this reason. So, if you want your team to be more productive, stop expecting an immediate response to your Slack message. Here are a few ways you can minimize real-time communication to boost productivity. If your team uses Slack or something like it, make it very clear that responses do not need to be immediate and people do not need to be online or available at all times. Tell them to think of it more like email and less like instant messaging. We do this at TeamGantt and it works great for us. Also, try actually closing Slack completely when you're working in uninterrupted time. It can be challenging if everyone is choosing different times to go silent. If that sort of chaos makes you uncomfortable, then try setting a few multi-hour stretches during the day in which everyone should focus on a task and be uninterrupted. Or, if you want the main mode of operation to be uninterrupted time, set a few hours during the day to be designated as social time, where everyone can collaborate and chat away. It might feel uncomfortable as a leader to not have answers within seconds, but uninterrupted time is the best thing you can give your team to improve their productivity. Number 3. Focus on the big rocks first. Most people start their day checking the easy, short tasks off their list. It feels good to complete a task, and it feels even better to complete multiple tasks. The rise of daily team stand-ups to share daily accomplishments only feed this instinct. As a result, your team is always busy, but it may feel like you're not moving the dial on the things that really matter. One of the most coveted and effective of all productivity concepts tells you not to do that. It's the concept of big rocks by Stephen Covey. A similar concept is called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. The idea is that it's easier to fill in open time with smaller tasks than it is to fill in open time with the bigger, more involved tasks and activities. It's important to work on the big rocks when you have the most mental energy and not in the afternoon when you feel like a zombie. So, encourage your team to schedule time for those big rocks and then fill in the time around that with tasks from their checklist. Number 4. Theme your time. How does Elon Musk run SpaceX and Tesla at the same time? He He assigns certain days of the week to Tesla and others to SpaceX. This is an extreme version of theming, but it can work for your team for the same reason it works for Elon. Theming your time to focus on related tasks allows you to get into a groove by reducing switching costs associated with switching tasks. You can theme days of the week like Elon does, or you can theme hours, weeks, or even months. The important thing is to make sure you're giving yourself enough time to really focus on one thing or area. If you combine this with uninterrupted time, you'll find yourself in that zone where you seem to be able to get 10 times more done in the same amount of time. Of course, you don't need to implement all of these at once. Even trying one of these tips today can help you move your team in a more productive direction. Now, if you'll excuse me, I probably have about a dozen Slack messages to respond to. If this video helped you be more productive, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our tips and tricks to help you get more done in less time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.